All right, you guys. So this past weekend, we got a look at Hasbro Pulsecon 2022 and some of the Black Series Star Wars figures that we can look forward to coming up very soon, starting with the Cassian, Andor, and B2 Emo figure. Very, very cool figures. I actually pre-ordered these. They all went up for pre-order on Saturday, and I was charged, and I look forward to getting this set in later on this week. And then we also got the single release for our Cassian Andor figure, and those also again went up for pre-order on Saturday, and we got a decent look at the figure. We'll have to see what it looks like when we get it in hand. Again, I will be getting that, or I expect to get that two-piece set with the droid later this week. So we'll get a close look at the Cassian Andor figure for the Cassian Andor series. And then we also got a look at our Bix character from the first 3 episodes of the Cassian Andor series. So really cool figure, and she does come with a couple of accessories, which is really, really nice. And I'm loving the detail that we have on the belt with this figure. Again, we did get a bit of a live look at the figure during the post-con. She looks really, really great, and I look forward to getting her in hand. I did obviously order one of these as well. Again, she was a part of the figures that went up for pre-order this past Saturday, just shortly after the con. So very, very nice look at Bix, and I hope to get her in very soon. Next up is our Lutheran rail figure, one of the more interesting figures from the series. And obviously we have him in his spy look. The guy has 2 different personalities, as we're learning on the series. He also has his antiquities look as well. He's a dealer of antiquities, and really, really cool guy, really cool figure and character. And I cannot wait to get this particular figure in because he looks so great. And then we have our Mon Mothma figure. Very, very nice figure. I love her costume design in this series. So we are going to get this particular figure in that costume design. So she looks absolutely outstanding, and I cannot wait to get this figure as well. We got a live look at the figure. Very cool. Love the design of the outfit right out of the series, guys. Really, really cool stuff. Very excited for this one as well. Next up, we get a look at our Axe Wolves figure from the Mandalorian series, one of the Mandalorians who stood next to Bo-Katan. So really, really cool stuff. And then we also got a quick live look at the figure as well with the helmet off. So that is very, very cool. Next up, we have our Gaming Grates KX security droid and our B1 battle droid. Very cool. A couple of very cool figures from the Gaming Greats line. Cannot wait to get these. And then we also got an announcement for our Cassian Andor figure in his military spy outfit. Obviously, if you've been watching Andor, spoilers for Andor, this is one of the outfits that he's going to be using on the mission that they're going to partake on in the series coming up very, very shortly. And then we also get a look at one of the Imperial officers for your Andor series as well. I love the look of this figure as well. So cannot wait to get my hands on this particular figure. Very, very nice stuff. Very cool announcements from Hasbro Pulsecon for 2022. Very, very nice stuff. And then, of course, we also got our Purge Trooper Phase 2 armor. Very nice figure. It's going to be a part of your Obi-Wan Kenobi line of figures. So very excited to get this guy in as well. I love the look of this particular guy, and he's going to go very nicely along with the Phase 1 versions of these particular figures. So very, very nice look at that figure as well. And then we also got a look at our one Jack figure from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series as well. Obviously, if you remember, this is the Forlum looking guy, but obviously it's not Forlum, who was battling it out on the rooftop against Obi-Wan Kenobi in the series. So very nice look at that figure. So we also got an announcement for our 40th anniversary return of the Jedi figures on the card back, starting with Wicket. Looks very, very cool, very nice. He comes with quite a few accessories, just as he did in the movie. And then we also got our live look of the figure as well. So he looks absolutely awesome, and most definitely is on my hit list to add to my collection, because that is one of my favorite movies. Love the card backs. They look absolutely awesome. Cannot wait to get that figure in hand. We also got the announcement for our Biker Scout figure, who will also be featured on the Return of the Jedi 40th card back, as well as your Han Solo Andor and your Lando Calrissian in disguise Jabba's palace, and Princess Leia Andor figures. So those are your 40th anniversary card back figures. So we also got a reveal of our pipeline figures, starting with your Luke Skywalker Return of the Jedi. You also are going to get your Darth Vader Redeemed as well, and your R2-D2, which is supposed to have some retool features for this particular figure. And then, of course, your Imperial Guard as well. Very nice. And then also the Pike from the Book of Boba Fett will also get a release. And then, of course, you have your Cad Bane will also get another release. And then as well as your Tusken Raider Chief. So that is very awesome. Can't wait for that figure as well. And then, of course, for your vintage collection line, you have your Cassian Andor figure in the 3 1/4 size. Really nice figure, and I'm loving the card back with the Andor title at the top. That is really nice. And then you get a look at your figure in action, fully articulated, nicely designed. Cannot wait to get my hands on this particular figure. And then we're also going to get our Veil Santa as well. So, very cool first look at this particular figure, and I'm excited to see what she's going to look like in the 6-inch line. But we get a preview here with the vintage 3 1/4 size. So very, very nice figure and very interesting character so far in the series. So I am loving this particular figure. Can't wait to get it in hand. And then next up, we have our Figuring Dan and the Moto Nodes. Really excited for this pack. I did place my order for this pack. So you get the full band in this pack, which is really, really nice. I believe they consist of about 7 members. So fairly expensive to pick up all of these guys individually. So Hasbro is offering this pack, I believe, for somewhere around $88, if I'm not mistaken. I forget exactly, maybe about $86. If I'm not mistaken, but I did pick up a pack from Hasbro Pulse, and I do look forward to getting the full complete band. Very, very nice. For our vintage collection pipeline reveals, we again are going to get our Darth Vader Redeemed figure. Really cool. And then we're also going to get our Claytu figure. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Then we have our Weequay Skiff Guard. Very cool, very nice for the vintage collection line. And then next up, we have our Nikto figure from Jabba's palace. Very, very cool. And then we also have our Kahaba figure. Again, I hope I pronounced that correctly. And then we also got the announcement through the pipeline for our Imperial Bunker. Very excited for that. You can also look forward to Yak Face in the pipeline, your Tusken Raider Warrior, And then you also have your clone. I forget the name of this clone, but he is from the Bad Batch as well. And then you also have this very cool set with your Moff Gideon and Mandalorian and your Grogu figure. Grogu has his little handcuffs there. Very cool set, comes with some special effects, specifically with your Dark Trooper, which is also included. And then your Mandalorian also comes with some very cool special effects with his accessories. So very nice set. And I actually did pick this up on Hasbro Pulse as well. And then we had an announcement for our Hunter figure in the Vintage Collection line. So you can look forward to Hunter and more than likely the rest of the Bad Batch team to be included in your Vintage Collection line. So next up, we're going to get a look at some of the hot toy announcements that we received within the past month or so. A lot of the Inquisitors have been announced and have been placed live online for order. Specifically your Grand Inquisitor. We're getting a look at this particular figure, and he looks very cool, very nice, right out of the series. Of course, there are those who have a issue with how the character looks given the species, but he does come with quite a few accessories there and has quite a few light up features for the chest and saber and hologram, so very, very nice. And then you have your Riva figure, which was also announced and is up for pre-order. She also comes with the double-bladed lighted saber and a lot of accessories as well. I love the face sculpt for this particular figure. I think they did a really, really nice job with that face sculpt. So very cool stuff from your Hot Toys line of figures. Again, she comes with quite a few accessories, your stand, different hand positions, the light up saber features, and the holograms there. Very, very nice stuff. And then we also got an announcement of our Cobb Vanth figure about a week ago. So this is a very, very cool looking figure. Outstanding face sculpt as well. He comes with quite a few accessories, as you can imagine, with Boba Fett's armor. So some really, really nice stuff from Hot Toys. Again, quite a few accessories with this figure and a very nice head sculpt. So very nice stuff coming from Hot Toys down the line. So there you have your Hasbro Pulsecon 2022 for your Star Wars Black Series and Vintage Collection. And then, of course, your Hot Toys figures as well. Let me know what you're most excited for. I am expecting to get this particular set in later on this week because they did charge me over the weekend after I pre-ordered it. So we'll see if I get that set in, guys. But let me know what you are most excited for from the announcement that we received from Hasbro Pulsecon over the weekend. Is it the Andor and the Droid set? Is it any of the particular figures that we saw here today, guys? I think it is a fairly decent announcement. You are getting quite a few new figures in the Black Series line, as well as the Vintage Collection line. Of course, there's always going to be those repacks, guys, and collectors are going to complain about them, as they always do, but I think they did a fairly good job with announcing some decent balance of some new figures and some repacks. And I am very excited about the bunker as well from the pipeline announcements. And then, of course, this particular set is awesome, as well as the Mandalorian set that we're going to be getting with all of the effects. So let me know what your thoughts are, guys. Put those comments down below. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And of course, guys, from the Father to the Son to the Obi-Wan Force Ghost, may the Force be with you always.